Welcome to the Macedon campaign for Et Impera 1.2. In the last part we fought a pretty major battle over this side where we managed to destroy 2 Roman legions. There's one residual army up here that may cause a problem, and I think it's very important never to get overconfident with the Romans, because even though we've now effectively driven Rome up to this area here, Rome always remains powerful even when they're reduced to 1 settlement, because they can still field 2 legions, and they're normally pretty powerful legions. So you always got to be careful when fighting Rome to make sure that you actually consolidate your forces as and when you go. And that's the reason why I've got no intention at the moment of pushing these armies forward, although I could. I mean, the Romans have now put this army in the water, but that doesn't mean that they suddenly couldn't come out and attack us. And you can see that they have a pretty effective movement range. This is another thing about fighting Rome, is that they may be in the water and then you will ease off and then you think, okay, that's not a problem, and then suddenly they will come out and attack you straight away. And they've got an agent here so that you can't actually trick them. But I think what we will do is finish off Latium, and I think that's what we're going to do. Got this area here, because by taking this region here, that effectively closes off the Adriatic to any Roman navies that can be spawned, because we will own all the ports. So I think that's quite an important actual region to take. Now, the other interesting thing about this side of the map is the fact that there are no ports on this side. It's something that's a bit odd compared to the vanilla game, because in the vanilla game you end up with, I can't remember what it is, there's a port here, I can't remember what it's actually called. I think it's the equivalent of Benventium here. But in Et Impera, the only port that you can really get control of is Genoa, and eventually we will go after Genoa. But it's something worth remembering that this side of the Italy has no ports, so you can leave these settlements on this side relatively undefended. Although we got some rebels down here, so I better get rid of them. Actually, still -80. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this army back. I mean, it's more powerful enough to actually defend. How strong is the garrison? The garrison's up to full strength. I think we'll give these guys an extra turn to get the public order down. I think we're going to start by going in here, and we're probably going to use 2 armies.
Laying siege to the settlement.
And it's going to come into here.
Ready for battle. On the move.
And that should give us the overwhelming power. And now I could auto-resolve this, but I want to fight this just to keep the casualties low. I think we should. Plus it's fun. I just enjoy fighting battles. In fact, I've had a couple of comments from people saying about, you know, auto-resolve and ordinary battles, and I have to confess, guys, I'm very much a person on the side of fighting battles. In fact, what actually happens is if I get to a point in a campaign where I'm just steamrolling and auto-resolve everything, then that's normally my cue to say, finish the campaign, you know you've won it, and there's no point carrying on. It's raining. I'm going to wait nice and dry so I can actually see what I'm doing. Of course, one of the reasons why you do want to fight battles is simply because that actually gives you experience in arranging your armies. Reinforcements are coming in from about there, so, and of course the way into this settlement is actually here, because what you've got is this fairly narrow road here. So what you would want to do is fight in this area with maybe the cav and support units coming in from that direction. So 3 pike units here. I mean, there's a good chance we're going to have to force the settlement. They won't come out for us, so... And I think... Actually have the peltasts on this side. Actually, no, let's just... It's my other... I don't really like using pikes. Well, maybe in this battle, because we've got reinforcements coming in from the left. We can actually force the issue a little bit. So that's going to be my front line. I think we will support the...
Your orders?
Slingers. I think we use the slingers to support this front line. I didn't check to see whether they've actually got any cav. That'd be okay. I think... Just trying to think. Wait, I think we're going to keep the general here. Left. And use these guys to support these troops, because guys don't really have the armor. I think if these troops can support there, what I want is actually elephants are relatively slow moving, so I think maybe we will have the elephants back that way. What we will have is keep the cav back in case their navy comes ashore. Archers. Then yeah, we'll keep bring the foot companions and hoplites with us. Up, behind. Your job is going to be to push through here and provide a flanking attack. I think that should be good enough.
Over there is an army of fools.
Yep.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Make ready.
Right, we're going to stay here until our reinforcements have come up on this flank. Yeah, we got the extra cav coming in, so cav can team up with that. Yeah, I should have remembered that. Tarantines get in this way. Yeah, we got more than enough forces.
Pikemen ready for orders. What are your orders? At the double.
I'm just going to bring these guys full.
By your command. Tribunos. Tarantine cavalry. Riders advance.
I'm just going to guys up into position. No real breakthrough point here, but I think if we take these troops way out on this flank, because we've got these guys can support the flank.
Advance at speed.
I think
Happy to serve the waiting.
you can actually, I should have put you guys on that flank there. I'm just going to get these troops up into position. Yeah, the navy's coming ashore, that's great.
orders of Macedon. Thorax pikeman ready and waiting. Your orders?
Actually,
Thorax pikeman.
pikemen. Get these pikemen in position.
Missile infantry. Double time. Ready.
Right, General, get ready to go.
Royal peltas. Amisos.
Let's get all these guys into line so we can actually start to advance. Wow. Big army actually. Okay. What to do is advance this army forward a little bit.
By your command. At speed. Missiles ready and waiting.
Missile troops,
Slingers.
slingers.
Quick march.
Start to bring you out here.
Italian swordsman.
Swordsman, you're mercs, aren't you?
Infantry. Virtus. Orders. Telos. At your service. Missile infantry.
Guys forward.
Melee infantry at your command. In service of the people. Telos. Royal peltasts. Strategos. Slingers. Attack, you sons of Ares. Now. Slingers. Glory to Macedon. Missiles awaiting targets.
Elephants, you're too far back. Or elephants.
Slingers. Pursuit. Orders. Fire. Italian swordsman.
Italian swordsman this way. General that way.
Missile cavalry at your command.
Cavalry that way.
Missiles awaiting targets. Slingers.
Slingers in.
Commander. Attack.
A pretty stupid naval unit in here.
Slingers. Now.
Comes the heavy melee infantry.
Melee troops. Knights. For the goddess of Olympus. March. Italian swordsman. Slingers. Loose. Understood. Fire on the
Okay.
enemy. Missile infantry ready.
Guys, focus fire on these. I'm not sure why they insist on sending their navy out first. It always seems a bit pointless to me. And what I'm going to do
Royal
is
peltasts.
guys push this way.
Heavy archers.
The battle is turning in our favor.
It was always in our favour.
Palatine cavalry. For Macedon. Slingers. For Zeus. Italian swordsman.
Right.
Missile infantry. Slingers. Take aim. Palatine cavalry. Swords. Missiles awaiting targets.
Yeah, these guys are dying. I know I'm wasting the ammunition on them, but
Slingers. Loose. Your orders.
guys can.
Fire. Heavy archers. Foot companion. Heavy archers. Palatine cavalry. Ready your weapons.
Right, Tarantines in.
Heavy archers.
Heavy archers round the back. Time to keep them
One
occupied.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Man. Taxis. Thorax pikemen. Ready. Pike phalanx. Slingers.
Right, those are broken.
Advance at speed. Missile infantry. Royal peltasts.
Time for these guys to advance.
Thorax pikemen. Quick march. Slingers. Amisos.
Slingers back into the front line.
Infantry ready. Thorax pikemen. Missile infantry at your command.
Let's push through. That's their general unit. Heavy archers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yeah, you guys pull back.
Missile infantry. Now. Swords.
And in the swordsman, move forward.
Pikemen.
Now this pike line's getting a little bit ragged,
Amisos. Ready and waiting.
but I think we're going to be okay. Right, you've used up ammunition. Back. Point having you've used up all your ammunition as well. Right,
Thorax pikemen. Pikes ready. Thorax pikemen.
pikemen.
Time. Royal peltasts.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Time to move these units forward.
Fire on the enemy. Awaiting orders. Loose. Royal thorax swordsman.
Swordsman in.
Axis.
Gee,
At the
let's
door.
work on that flank.
Swords. Macedon.
Right, those guys are distracted.
What are your orders? Ready. Kyrie! Ready. At speed. Royal peltasts.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yep,
Thorax pikemen. Macedon.
time for these guys to push forward.
Pikemen. Double time. Your orders.
Guys to close in on this part. Right, we've got
Royal peltasts. Advance at speed. Warriors of Macedon. Stin Antonis.
guys start to push this way.
At speed.
I've got no cav up here. Okay. Thought I brought cav support with me. Okay.
Men of Italia. Double time. Ready and waiting. Hack them down.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
At speed. Orders.
Time to get the war elephants in.
Orders, my lord. Swords.
Tarantines you push through in the center.
Swords. Strategos. Take infantry at your command. Melee infantry ready. Royal thorax swordsman. War elephant.
Right. Elephants.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Right, the elephants should break these guys. Yep.
Melee infantry at the ready. What are your orders? Ready and waiting. Macedonians ready. Swords! Now! Royal thorax swordsman.
Guys fall on that side.
Royal peltasts.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Take aim! Commander! Hack them down! Slingers!
Right, the slingers get away.
Companion
Time for the
cavalry!
cav to get in. Okay.
Pikemen! Hack them down! Cairete! Ready and waiting! Hades, take our enemies! Ready! Thorax pike commander! We await your orders!
Let's get the fear factor in with the
One of our
elephants.
units has used all its ammunition.
Don't stand there dying. Get moving. Wait.
Ready, men? Macedonians ready.
Not worried about taking the centre.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay.
Yours to command. Thorax pikemen. Macedonians ready.
Those axe units.
Orders, my lord. Engage! Elephants at the ready.
Right. Got them distracted. The elephants can come in. Heavy archers. You just get out of the way. You're not required.
17 cavalry. Royal thorax swordsmen. Swords. Orders.
Yeah, I think we've definitely got this.
What are your orders?
Probably putting my elephants into these is probably not a good idea, but we're okay. These guys are broken. Yeah, not too far away. Oh, these guys are breaking anyway. Should have had cavalry support on the left hand side here. Hey, it's far enough. There we are. These are the last guys holding out. Oh, they've gone. That should be it. End battle. Lost 163. Tarantines did pretty well. My axemen did very well. I really love these axemen. Over 30 odd friendly fire. And of course we're just going to occupy. That now secures the Adriatic, and I don't know why it's got a yellow line there. Does this because friendly sea region? Yes. And well, certainly don't want temple. Keep the port. Certainly want the salt. Deep mine shaft. Public order. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna have a rebellion situation here now. So pull you back a little bit, just in case we get any rebellions back here. And we're not going to go charging across the border just yet. Now they've got the 2 damaged legions there, and I mean, very tempted to push on that area there, but and you're pretty positive. But if I'm going to push up here, I'm going to need to have these 2 legions working together, so I'm not quite ready to do that at the moment. I'd be very interested in actually Westia open. They've got garrison of 17. Navy holding down this area here. Still want to keep this army in this area for the moment, just to make sure that the Getae keep the message. And I think we might as well have a look down here while we're at it. What we got down here is the Egyptians were still wandering around, being a bit of a pain in the neck, but I don't think they're meaning to do any harm. And looks like they're still fighting down here, which in some ways I want, because if we're going to be pushing out this way, I don't really want to fight through my allies here. I can show you faction onyx diplomatic status. See, we've got allies here. We've also got a new ally here with Macedon, although it looks like the Swabi have pushed down here, so could end up. Now, talking tactics, the furthest north I really want to go this far of the Alps can give me a nice solid defensive line here for Italia. I don't really want to push up into this territory, but what I may do is actually take this region here. I'll either capture it and liberate it, or I may actually capture it and garrison it as a frontier town, because it's a province capital. But once I've got these areas here, I'll be quite happy just to let the other Roman enemies take them down. So we got that area. Let's get back to up here. I want to keep this navy here for the moment because, like I say, I don't trust the Getae completely. So, I mean, is it going to be worth?
At your command.
I put this army over
On
here.
the move. Ready for battle.
Still reinforce. Just wonder if we can draw that legion in a little bit. I think that's all we can. A little bit of cash to spend. So platinum at the moment is still untaxed. If I tax it, how bad is that? That's not that bad. And we get another 8,000 gold. I think that's certainly going to go with that. Anyone else got real problems at the moment? We keep that artillery there. I think we're going to go with that just to get our empire maintenance up, and that's going to be all my cash. So what we're going to do is go for an end turn, guys. We got fewer skills. I think we're just gonna get him to bump the empire maintenance. Do with a little bit of with all factions. I think we're gonna go with that because I want people to like me. Because if I'm gonna be moving east, I need to make sure this area stays pretty stable. Right, we got here, the architect, a noble daughter appears before you with a plea. Her mother is a very influential woman, insists on sending her to Temple of Athena. She is to become a priestess. Weaving humbly, the girl asks if let her serve in the city. Okay, okay, we'll hire her. A hidden agent exposed. It looks like we may have a new recruit to our family. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, this, I suppose this could be our new recruit. Yeah. So we've got another Thebault there. Just a quick look at the family tree. Don't think has anyone come of age yet. Oh, we have 14, getting close. I think the oldest are over here. Oh, we have 15. Yep, the politics is nice and solid because these guys are out fighting wars for me. And of course what we need to do is I think what I'm going to do is move the muster field. I know some of you guys will say it's a waste of money, but real battle is up here, so I'm going to pop the muster field. What am I on about? The artillery. And I built artillery down here, and I'm actually going to knock that down. And get in here. And
is that all? Wipe them out.
I'm just going to wipe these guys out. Of course, we're going to use an auto resolve on these because they're only things. And let's release the captives to make a bit of cash. And that should give our faction leader a little bit more experience.
Advance.
In some ways that is a good way to build up experience on minor generals, is stick them in an area where they've actually have to deal with what you would call rebellions, and winning all those little battles will actually level them up, and then that gets them ready for the real battles in the front line. Now the problem we got here is there are Roman legions floating around here. We got one there. We got effectively 1.5 legions plus that. Now what we could try and do is actually sucker them in by actually pushing.
We hunger for battle.
I push this army forward a little bit. Could we sucker a 2 legion attack against us, or 1.5 legion attack, but we won't have a river defense.
We hunger for battle.
And their agent around. How far these guys can move? You can't move that far. Fortify. I'm very, very tempted.
Commander, at your command.
Let's give it a go, guys.
At once.
Just
You
put
have
you
further
there,
orders? Ready for orders.
right
On the
behind.
move.
We're outside the reinforcement range of that area there. How's Rome here? Still a little bit icky. We got 315 wealth. 150. I think we'll keep that for them. That's for public order. That gives us a bit of extra food, so I think we'll convert that.
Commander,
And I think we're going to bring
make haste,
you
men.
out here.
Hercules had.
Now, I'm going to resist the temptation to rush up here,
At your command.
which technically I could do. But what I want to do first is, one, make sure this area is actually taken. In fact, I should have my victory condition now. Yeah. Now I've got at least another victory condition. I mean, we've got a long way to go to get the 80 settlements required. But what I want to do is make sure Latium is actually stable before we move forward. And what I would like to do is draw out these 2 legions here and maybe draw them into battle here. I think what we will do is bring you round to here,
Make haste, men.
and
Ready for further orders.
Ready for orders.
at 18 you can recruit a couple. No, you're, what's this, the 18 one? This
We
is the 18.
hunger for battle.
So you've got missile troops, cav. Got here nothing that really grabs me. No, I think you can just stay an army of 18 for the moment. You're on
Ready for battle.
rebel suppression at the moment. This is the battle that I want. Got 17,000 to spend. I say we're a little bit exposed on this front. Out. You're up to, you're fully.
Your orders.
You're not quite. I think what I'm going to be tempted to do, guys, is we've got a small navy down here, but I'm very tempted to raise a new navy down here. I mean, have we got plenty? Because I think I'm out of armies. So I'll check the stats. Yeah, we've got 1 spare army. I like to have 1 spare army in case I need to raise an army very quickly, but I think what we can do, maybe here, we'll raise a navy. I think it could be. We got here Thessalian, here Macedonian, and the anyone got short of an heir. I think Thessalian could be quite useful. Bigot. Okay. Antignoid dynasty. You're actually a member of my family. Okay, let's raise a fleet here. And get into port. Gonna upgrade you. And of course we're going to need you, because we're obviously going to use you more in a transport role than anything else. I know I could spawn out all 20, but I just don't like doing that. I like to build things up. Okay, let's have a look through, and just Platinum is here. Ethiopia down here is incredibly wealthy. Got, I think, 10 talents. That would give me 800. I think we can afford that. And I think I'm just going to hang on to the cash. What I like to do once I start getting in a situation like this, I like to build up a bit of a war chest. So that means I can recruit mercenaries without any problems. Right, so we're going to go see if we can draw the Romans in. Because I don't really want to fight a battle in Genoa against 2 legions. Right, they've actually pulled away. Now that could be a bit of a sucker trap. Because if I come up and take Genoa, I will take casualties and then they will swing in and actually smash up my army. Right, hidden agent exposed, attrition report. Child is born. Okay. Daughter comes of age, so we got a nice young daughter, Hypatia. And Et Impera, so we've got 2 daughters have now come of age. Subjects gains notoriety. Name of husband's lips of an infamy. 50% infamy. Let's do that. Have a quick look. Now our family is coming of age. Where are these that have come of age? Where did these come from? I was expecting to see them in this. Okay, let's have a look at that. That's Hypatia. That's Et Impera. I think my family tree is a little bit too big. Well, I can't. They don't seem to be in the family tree. There's Hypatia. She the daughter of another member of the... Okay. Nothing on this side. And got somebody here who cannot find. Okay. Now these daughters of other nobles. Seems a bit weird, to be honest, guys. Anyway, I will look for them off camera, guys. And if you, I'm very tempted to draw these guys into a river battle, but we don't have artillery on this side. We've only got elephants. And how big's the garrison in Genoa? 16. You're actually. Now the question is, can I get in and fight this battle and take this? Now they've only got combined army out here. Let's just do this, it's annoying me. I think I meant to do anyway. The rumours around that there are rumours around that in the shadows of forgotten places your political rivals are meeting to know what to do. We'll meet with them. Let's have a quick one.
Treading softly.
Now we're the Swabia here. Okay, that might have not been one of my better ideas. Right, these guys are damaged. That army.
How may I serve?
Get you up to see how powerful this army is, whether it's an elite legion or weak
Can I
legion.
give more
Right.
assistance?
This is going to be one of their main legions, and
I am greater than mighty Achilles.
I think what I am inclined to do. I can legion about there. I think what we'll do is bring this army up to about here and is fortify. And
We hunger for battle.
what I'm going to do is bring you in.
At Waiting for orders.
Pull back behind. 2 armies here, 2 armies there. And I mean, the trouble is, if I push through here, there will be a public order issue in Latium. Yeah, okay. I think we can trust Carthage, famous last words. And I think what we'll do is bring this army up to about here. And
Your next command.
what I want to do is recruit if I can. We can get some of those. We got some missile troops short. What we've got here. Sicilian slingers. Wow. Crossbow infantry. Okay. Oh, we can have some fun with this, guys.
We need
Wait.
good fighters.
Sorry, you're gone. Didn't realise we can get actual crossbow. I knew you could get crossbow infantry in Sicily. Okay. We got a couple of crossbows. We got this here. Could probably do with a bit more of a stronger front line. What can we do? Companion hoplites. Okay, let's get you. Brings you up to 19. Very least this army can come north and actually support, because I think this battle could be a bit brutal. Right, I've just noticed the time, and if I attack with these 2 armies,
Ready for battle.
this is going to be a long battle, and then these armies may come out and attack. So I don't want to rush this, because it's obviously going to be a key battle in the campaign. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. The next part, we will probably start the invasion of this area here, and because what I'll be looking at is to get a defensive perimeter based on the Alps, and especially as we seem to be now at war with Swaby over here. I actually, to be honest, I thought Massilla were a bit closer, but obviously they are not. Looks like they're only down to 1 settlement over here of Tarraco, which means it probably wasn't such a good idea for me to actually become allied with them. Maybe, well, we'll see how it goes anyway, guys. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.